Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Yes, we're going to get into an episode from the Honorable Brandon Rudolph-Kimble concerning extradition laws, y'all. Extradition laws. This is something that people have been requesting for me to put it out there to talk to you guys about extradition laws around the United States of America and even some intercontinents. Extradition laws. I'm gonna start off by saying in the state of Illinois, where I'm located, extradition is a major thing in your case, criminal case. A lot of criminals have priors in other states, or they may have escaped from prior states to come to Chicago, or even to come to Atlanta, Georgia. That's a major source, metropolitan source for extradition or whatnot. So my experience with extradition that I've experienced as well lawfully is that there's a hold typically in another state where there's a warrant against you, where you have been probable cause and charged, indictment, where you need to have to basically go back to that state to answer to those charges. And even sometimes you don't even have to go back if you have an attorney. You can be able to negotiate through Zoom hearing or through a hearing period where you are locally being held by the other state in the local juris that you're at this current time being held captive at. It's on their books, it's on their monies, it's on their permission for you to be held where you're locally at for the criminal charges that have been pending against you in that other state. The next thing is that you go before a judge in your first appearance and they ask you about your criminal charges that you are facing in another state that you're being held for. And the next thing after that is that they want you to know what you're being held for. The thing after that in that first appearance, that court initiative, right, is that lawfully they need you to understand that you're going to be sitting down for 30 days up until 120 days if you do not sign, or you do sign, well, rather you do not sign, skim language, you do not sign the affidavit warrant for extradition, which gives yourself clemency time to where you say that I'm willing to be apprehended by the other state to answer to those charges in their local, and that I'm giving them a 30-day waiver to come and pick you up and to be able to transportate you on their wishes, that you're willing to cooperate. If you do not sign, they may obtain what they call a governor's warrant for you to be not only detained, but to be transported to their local so you can answer to those charges. That can take a minimum 30 days to 120 days at that point. Why? Because under governor's warrant waive, and it takes motion time because they have to get that order by their local and by the governor to sign it in certificate of service. So take that radius of time, that 30 to 120 days like that. Let's just say the other jurisdiction does not come and pick you up within that waiver you signed 30 days, right? You must be released, but only by habeas corpus, meaning you have to contact the courts to let them know that you have the floor, that you have the body, and that you have to be understood that you need to be released because of that waiver clause in the law, which that takes additional, sometimes 30 days, an additional 30 days for them to go before the judge and review that. Release station doesn't have anything to do with making that decision. A lot of inmates get that misconstrued because they believe that that release station supposed to give them that clemency. The release station is not your attorney or judge or prosecutor. They do not make orders. All they do is make sure the orders are made to them by the attorney, prosecutor, attorney, judge, right? And that is sent on in, and it says that you are to be released at this time or at this moment, at this date, in this week, in this matter. You know, release is the good of what they get from the courts, from the attorneys, judge or attorney prosecutors. You know what I mean? So going forward, that doing extradition, this is what goes on a typical basis of an extradition count right here. If any guys have any questions out there, email me, KimbleLegalFirm@gmail.com. KIMBLE legalfirm@gmail.com. And if you want to call me, give me a reach out at 708-970-9675. I am Honorable Brandon Rudolph-Kimble. Give me a call, Lawyer of the Year. You know what I mean? A lot of guys need help on extradition, and I can be able to provide that for you guys. So be safe out there. Be blessed this Mother's Day weekend. Enjoy your week and be happy. Yes, reach out. Thank you. Bye-bye.